Okay, as promised, I said that I was going to do a US30 video. Love this pair. Love it to death. This pair alone, if you just trade this pair alone, you don't have to trade any other pair at all. Um, People say it's volatile, it's fast, it's slow. To me personally, I think this is the best pair. I think it moves actually kind of slow. I hope people don't buy into the fact that you have to trade indices or any other thing any differently than you trade Forex. Each pair is different. It's always best to take a look at one, maybe the max three pairs, but understand how the pair moves. Once you understand how the pair moves, you can use pretty much any method that you've been trading um, on this pair. There's no special way of trading it. I see people charging goop gobs amount of money just because it's the indices over Forex. The market makers method, harmonics, things of that nature, still works the same on US30. I don't really understand where people are coming from with all this, but that is a whole different story, and I digress. But let's get into how my chart looks right now. I usually don't have too many indicators on my chart. I just threw on a few indicators here. This is a 13 and a 20, I believe, SMA, and I have the 50 SMA. I used to use the EMA, but I'm trying to use the SMAs right now. I also have my RSI below, although I'll be honest, for some reason I don't like looking down, so I don't really use it too much, but I do have it there. These blue zones looking at that we are looking at, I am looking at as well. These are my daily zones. So if I go to the daily time frame, you'll see that these are key institutional levels in which the banks have moved the market when it has come to this area. Also have my quarters theories plotted out as well. As you can see, 27,000, 27.5, 27.50, 28.250, 28.5, and so forth. I used to have them all plotted out, but because I like a clean screen, I think it's much better to have as less on your screen as possible so you can see what price action is doing, and you really get to see where you are when it comes to key levels. So that's why my whole screen, I don't have all the levels marked up the way I would normally do. And once you use this particular method, the quarters theory, in reference to your support and resistance, you really don't have to ever draw support and resistance again because it's just there. And you can see that price actually respects that. You see, if I go to the 4 hour, you see that, like right here at the 27,000 mark right here, that price actually respects it. So these are psychological levels, the key levels that price comes and respects. Is 27.5. You see here is level of support, 27,750 right here. It was resistance, so it's probably going to be coming down to test that support and probably hit back up. So that's the benefit of using the quarters theory. I suggest that people take a look at it, or you can use your supply and demand zones as well. That works as well because, as you can see, price has definitely come into this area, which is a daily zone, and it has made a major move. And you're going to know these institutional levels because they are not where the retailers are making the moves, which is what we call these complex pullbacks and things of that nature. They're going to be the major moves in the market. There, when the daily level comes, you see a big push. Come back down, you have a big push to the next level. And you will also get more pips. So trading the 15-minute and an hour, that is great. No problem with that. But if you put your daily zones on a 4 hour, on a daily chart, or use a 4 hour chart for your zones, and you wait till price gets into those areas, you're going to get a much bigger bag than doing your zones on a 1 hour or 30 minutes or even a 15. You certainly can go down to a 15-minute time frame and for your entry. But again, the thing would be when, oh, what this is going on here. Let me take this out. Again, the thing would be to wait till you get into those zones. So let's go back down to my 1 hour, what I'm looking at. So price has come into this daily zone. It has dropped off. We're still in a buy trend. It's come down and then has come back. As you can see here, this key level, 27,750, and then created a lower high. But we are wicking right here. So I'm looking for price to possibly even break this 2,800 and see if it comes back into the zone and then come off. I have my next quarters point here, 28,250. So we may come back here if we break the 28,000 mark here. If we don't, and I get some type of price action, I'll be looking for some wicks from a price action Fibonacci situation structure. So from low to high, you see how we kind of broke the 61.8. We came back down to the 50. So we may be coming up into this 88.6, 78.6 area and then drop off. It is now 220. Usually with US30, it makes us move around 220, around 315, and around the 4 o'clock as well. It does make a nice move. So understand the time frames, the timing of each pair. For US30, that is a time that I've noticed that it does make a nice move. So we're going to just wait and see what it does. I'm looking for it to start selling off soon, but we still are above this 50 EMA, and so we're still in this buy trend. Overall, I do have an overall target of 29,000. So we may just be heading up, and we may break. If we break 28, we're probably going to be going to 29. But we'll see what happens. I know we're looking for sells, so to speak, but because we're still in this buy trend, we may just keep going to 29. The price hasn't really come down to test this 50. Once it broke over here, it came down and tested, but it hasn't touched it. So it could be a very good possibility that price will come down to this area here, this 27 level again, like I've always spoken about, into this daily zone. Also, we have a 27.5, which is right here. So we have some good reasons. I have some good reasons to feel that we're probably going to drop off here and then reverse and then go all the way back up to 29,000, my original target that I have for this pair. Let me see if I can explain why I think it's going to be 29,000 pretty much. Because, so from its low to when it made a nice significant drop, I could have used here, and I've used here before. Let me see, if I move this down here, we have a 38.2 retracement, the 38.2, yes, okay. So understanding fibs, people use fibs quite differently. There's a lot of ways to use fibs. So when it made its low, and then it made its higher low, and then it made a lower high rather, then made its higher low, and we see that at the 38.2 is where we saw the rejection. For my back testing, this is what I have noticed. The Fibonacci expansion or extension from a 38.2 typically goes to a 61.8. And as you can see, price came with the 32 here, and then it did reach the 61.8, but it didn't retrace. It actually kept going. And so now it's heading for the 127. So we may get a nice pullback once we get into this area here. But from a 38.2 is a 61.8. And since it bypassed the original 61.8, my next target will be the 161.8. And so actually I have a target of 29,758. So 29,750 would be my target here, which would create a new high, because over here is the highest that this US30 has been when you look back in time. It's the highest. And we did hear Trump say that he's trying to raise this higher than it has ever been. So actually 29,750 would be my target. We may have some nice pullbacks. If you're wondering why my candles are looking like this, these candles are based off of the days of the week. So good idea just to take a look at the daily and see where price actually reverses on. So Thursday and Fridays for US30, there are usually some reversals. So just take note of that. On Thursday and Friday are usual reversals, as you can see here. Thursday, Friday reversals. Thursday, Friday reversal. Right here, this arc represents a Monday. So Monday, Tuesday, there's one here. Here's a Thursday, Friday over here again. Here's a Thursday, Friday again. And so since we're heading into Thursday, Friday, technically from this candle perspective, we already are, no, we're actually still on Wednesday. Um, I'm looking for price to come to this 127 into this daily zone and give us a nice reversal. We could probably come all the way back down to 27,000, which would still keep us in a an uptrend. We already broke this high, so we may come here or come back down here and then continue up. So I'll be looking out for that. I'll be posting videos as to where we are in reference to US30. So that way, anybody, you can just follow and see how US30 is moving. I'll keep on trying to put up some analysis as to how it's moving, what do I see, where I'm going to enter, and just see how it all plays out. And hopefully anyone looking to get into the indices and trade US30 itself, this will give you a lot of education and daily information as to what's it doing and so forth. Okay, so hopefully this video helped you out. Let me see if I can go back down to the 1 hour again and see what we're doing. Okay, so we see we've created a higher low, but it is a lower high. So there may be a higher low here and shooting up. So that's what I'm going to wait for. I'm going to wait and see what happens. The market's about to close. It's about to make a move soon. And I'll throw another video up to see what it has done by the time it has closed. All right. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll speak to you another time. Please subscribe. Appreciate it.